I didn't realize the pride it was guys, give us a second to get situated here. We'll be good to go. Microphone out of the face. Alright. I'm Noah. This is RetroJshStation. Let's see, I'm gonna scoot over a little bit, let him get into the picture a little better.
Yeah, so I don't have to lean back quite as hard.
Alright, me being a gamer, you would think that I have played, but no, I have not played Metal Gear Solid, so...
The original Metal Gear Solid, arguably the best of the series.
We're going to start playing that, so... Any of y'all want to drop in the comments? Anybody want to smash the share button? Feel free to do so. His station is, or his YouTube page is also in the link of the stream. Make sure you go check that out as well. He's got a little bit of content on there, but he has a lot more coming, guys. A lot more good content coming in. He does everything from retro to new games. Very wide, one of the widest selections I have seen out of someone before, so I would check it out for sure.
All right, you want to go easy, normal, or hard?
I haven't ever played it, so let's at least stick it. Can we change later on?
No. Once you set it, it is set.
I mean, how easy is easy? Is it like super easy?
They're all pretty hard, actually. I remember going through the first time and being kind of stuck on a lot of stuff. So, yeah, it might be better if we just set... I play through on normal now just because
you've been playing.
Like I know some of the ins and outs of the game so well, but it's first time players probably best just to go easy.
Let's go easy.
All right.
And anybody watching, if you want to drop in on the comments, anything you say will show up on the screen. We'll gladly respond to you on that. Keep in mind, we are doing this from the original PlayStation, not the PlayStation Classic. So, you know, obviously it's older console, so just bear with the graphics. But
yeah, if there's any ever like a dimming in the visual, it's the wire on it is not the greatest. We tried to fart around with it as much as we can, but it's.
Steven, what's up, man? Do me a favor, smash that like button.
No, yeah, you're good. If everybody can see it good, then I'm just being paranoid. That's fine. Like I said, we tried to fart with it and make it as good as we could. Ominous blonde man ascends in an elevator.
But yeah, guys, do me a favor. Do Josh a favor. Just RetroJshStation a favor. Smash that like button. Drop a new comment. Check his station out. I mean, like I said, the dude, like, if you request the game, I guarantee he's probably got it,
Colonel,
and he will more than likely probably gladly play that game for you.
Yeah, I can do pretty much anything on while I'm collabing with Ivey League here, but as far as from my home by myself, I really can only do straight from my PS4 right now, just because that's the hardware that I'm limited to right now.
But we're working on that. We're working on getting him completely
press the select button.
Completely set up. So.
I hear that though. When they call you, you're gonna want to press select so that you can take the call from them, and nobody but you will be able to hear it. Because it's like it stimulates the bones of your ear directly. Alright, dang, I really can't see.
Hold on, dude, this video is blowing up already.
Alright. So, good news is though, it's bright enough that I could probably still. Oop. He's coming. Oh Lord, he coming.
Everybody dropping in, smash them share buttons, hit those comments.
Goodness. I don't know if you're able to see it, but there's a puddle there, and if you step in that puddle, the soldiers are able to hear you step in the puddle. So backing out so this soldier guy can't see me. Whoops. Ah! I bet him that nobody would be able to see me. Crap. I can't see myself, so I can't, have them not see me. No,
There's an
not
elevator
yet.
there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Yeah, I was just betting him that I could go through that whole thing without even getting spotted. Here I go, dying the first 10 minutes. Phew. That's okay though.
You died, didn't you?
I did. That's what happens when you get caught. It ain't the shoot 'em up.
But yeah, guys, this is our first collab, and it's not gonna be our last. We're gonna try to eventually do this whole entire series together.
Oop, crap. He saw me. Oh Lord, he coming.
And we appreciate the shares, all that. On my platform, we're at like 351 followers. We're trying to get to 400 on Facebook.
Yeah.
We really want to push Josh's YouTube. Trying to get him motivated to get in the little more deeper into the streaming. Because he's got such a wide taste of video games. I think he'd be a very successful streamer. I really, truly do.
We can see on our little mini map here that nobody's really looking for us just yet. Oh, there's somebody. There goes somebody. He's coming. It looks like he's gonna come up the right side, but actually, he's gonna turn around, go up the left side here. We're gonna hide behind the left side or the right side of this forklift here, and then walk right back up. Right behind back the forklift again. And by the time that cycles back around again, the elevator should be coming back down, I think. And there's that elevator. What's gonna happen is this dude's gonna come out the elevator. He's gonna take a look to the left. Gonna take a look to the right. And he's gonna walk on down, and we're gonna slip right past him. And yeah. Nobody saw me that time. Snake here to...
We got 6 viewers, we got 7. Guys, come on, smash them like buttons, drop in the comments. If you want to say something in the comments, they pop up on the screen. Like I said, we'll gladly respond to those comments, say hey, give you a shout out. And also, if you're a streamer, if you want to leave the name of your page in the comments, we'll check out your guys' page as well. So, again, thanks for dropping in. We much appreciate it.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite games, and actually, I really only got into, as old as this game is, 1980 or 1998. I only got into the Metal Gear series 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. I was probably in high school.
I'm just now getting into it, guys. So. Are you great?
I think I'm, yeah,
I don't
be
think
cutting
you
out of the
are.
screen.
No,
There you
it
go.
was the thing I had pulled up.
Oh.
I'm glad I was able to get us both an image.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now we're above ground. It's all snowy because it's Alaska.
So yeah, I got these on the Xbox too. So eventually, once we get farther into the series,
It's
the
Snake.
graphics are
I'm
even
in front of
brighter
the
too.
disposal
So.
facility.
But
Excellent,
I definitely want to
Snake.
start with the first
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake.
They're basically
the
giving
genome
all the
soldiers in this
caveats as to
exercise
why
were
he's
using
in
it.
I
a
see.
skin-tight
I'm
suit
relieved to
and
hear
not
that.
freezing
Already
in
tested,
Alaska.
huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Now they see big old helicopter.
Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea.
That is Campbell's catchphrase throughout the entire game. I have no
Now's your
idea
best
why
chance to
this is
slip in
happening.
unnoticed.
He knows more than he's letting on, though. He a little sketchy. He says he don't know. As far as we know, he don't know.
Do one more thing and I'll be fully with everybody, I promise.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's the thing. This
Oh,
whole
sorry.
entire game takes in
I
the
haven't
place of
introduced you
a
to
span
yet.
of 18
This
hours.
is Mei Ling. She was assigned
At
to us as our
most.
visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Oh man, that
Nice
code
to
red
meet you,
reminds me. I
Snake.
meant to bring
It's
my
an honor
NOS.
to speak to a
I
living
didn't think I was
legend
gonna
like
need it.
yourself.
I'm not tired at all, but I was like,
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military
and actually
technology to be so cute.
when they were producing this game,
Just
they
flattering me.
didn't
No, I'm
necessarily
serious.
want all of the
Well, I
the
know I
voice
won't be bored
actresses
for
to
the next
be
18
so
hours.
like heavily
Come
set
on.
in their
I can't believe I'm being
stereotypes.
hit
Like
on
Mei
by the
Ling is
famous
very
solid Snake.
has a
But,
very heavy
I'm
Chinese
surprised.
accent, and
You're very
Naomi has a
frank for a
very
trained
heavy
killer.
English accent.
Looks like we both
In the
have
later
a lot to
games,
learn about each
it's
other.
not so prevalent
Yeah.
because that actually
I'm looking
wasn't in
forward
the
to learning
original
about
vision
the
of the
man
game.
behind the legend.
But
But
it's
first, let me
became
explain about your
standard in the
Soliton radar system.
the Western release, I think.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to
And
the
for those of
gene
you who
therapy.
haven't seen this
Make sure
game
you
before
don't
or
let
haven't
them
played
see
it, I'll try not
First,
to
I want you to
talk over
infiltrate
the
the
cutscenes as much as I
disposal
can,
site
but
and
this
look
is
for the
mostly
DARPA
just
chief.
explaining
DARPA
the
chief
mechanics
was
of the
injected
game
with the
and
same
stuff, so
GPS
it's not
transmitting nanomachines
super
as
essential
you.
to the plot.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all
My
made
question
from
is,
currently
like,
existing
if it gets
technology.
jammed
You won't be
easily,
able to use
why
it
don't
in
they
an area
leave
with
it
strong
jammed
harmonic
if they know that
resonance, so
somebody's
be
still
careful.
there sneaking
We'll be
around?
monitoring your movements by radar.
Like,
so
I
contact
get
us
that
by codec
if you
anytime
never
you
get
want.
seen, it
Got
never
it.
gets jammed.
I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
But
Seriously, Snake, we're here to
like,
back
if they
you
know
up,
you're
so call
there,
if you
why
need some
not just keep
information
the
or
jammers
advice.
on?
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember,
Mei Ling saying,
except for
"Save
your
early, save
binoculars,
often."
You're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine
Oh, hey,
yourself put
warning.
in that position.
This game is
Well,
not
if you
suitable
make
for
it back in
children.
one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
As evidence.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way,
Yeah,
sorry to
what,
disappoint you, but I
what
did
rules are-
manage to
what is it
smuggle out
called?
my
The,
smokes.
The
How did
ESRB
you do
rating
that?
system? Yes,
In
rating
my
with
stomach.
YouTube.
Thanks to the
Oh,
shot you gave me that
oh.
suppressed my stomach acids.
Kodakata, whatever.
Cigarettes.
Oh, that was.
How are those going to help you?
Crap.
You never know.
I can't remember. There have been so many YouTube legislation controversies in the last year alone. I haven't been able to keep track
If
of
you
them
want
all.
to get in,
themselves in the
there's the
foot.
front door.
Personally.
It's the
Personal
fastest
opinion.
way.
It's-
but there's too
it's
much
become
risk
a
of being
very,
spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and
There's
ask them to let
just
me
a
in.
lot of live
one sentry on the
ammo
left,
in that
one
whole
on the right.
situation. Like that's
They're armed with five
something where
5.56ers, pineapples.
everybody wants to play by the rules, but nobody really knows
Did you hear
what the rules
Did you hear about
are.
PewDiePie?
No, what?
He says he's taking a complete break from.
What about the air
YouTube.
duct near the door?
Because I mean, and I think a lot of it has to do with the rules.
There should also be a duct on the
Yeah, there are a
second
lot
floor.
of content creators, both big and small, who are kind of scared right now for what
I can't see
what's going to
it from
happen
here.
going
forward.
I mean, I mean, and I can understand PewDiePie's
I'll
understanding.
let
you
you
know? I mean,
decide the best COA.
his personality,
I'm
the way
counting on you, Snake.
his content's created. It's not it's not the cleanest.
No.
And he's probably not necessarily, and I'm guaranteeing he's not advertising it to kids. But then again, it's like, you know, he there's so many fine lines. It's like, you know, he's already lost his Disney sponsorship, which that took a big hit to his pocket.
Oh, I'm sure.
But we'll get off the PewDiePie subject and get to the game.
Yeah.
So
what we need to do.
we're kind of taking turns. He's kind of introducing me to this. So
We just got caught by the searchlights. We need to get away before they. Oh crap! They saw me. There's some chaff grenades over between the searchlights there.
see, I can't see.
Yeah, the only reason I knew it was there was because it was in the searchlights and I saw it in the searchlights. Trying
Once
to
you
run
go
over.
over there, I can't see.
Yeah.
What was it? I can't remember. Was it like that back in the day?
No. This it probably would look better on a CRT, but there's no way that we could put it out to a CRT and be able to pick it up with HDMI unless we had some kind of splitter.
Snake?
And I just died.
I mean, I've got the splitter.
So yeah, if we could basically make it so the laptop picks up HDMI, but we're putting out to a CRT with AV, then that would be okay. But
You know, I don't have that. I had to hook that, and maybe bypassing the box. We have to have HDMI to go into the box.
right.
Oh well.
Okay, so what we're trying to do here is trying to time ourselves to get through these searchlights and not get seen by that guard there, so that we can get the chaff grenades in the middle without getting seen by either the searchlights or that guard.
I'll move for a second. Just while you're unpause it, unless you think you'll get seen.
Oh, I don't think I'll, yeah, here. I think it got changed again, maybe.
Game looks better.
I don't know, I think Vivid was the brightest, or we could have it on game and then turn the backlight up.
For a computer. I'm just talking about like down in here, like.
Oh. Yeah, if we could have it set on for the colors for game, but have the backlight turned up so that we can see it. Because there we go. That's much better actually. I still can't barely see myself, but it'll be better, and basically it'll be better for low light. And go. Chaff grenades. Aha! We need the chaff grenades so that we can
A surveillance camera?
take out this surveillance. Well, not take out, but blind this surveillance camera here. And then, while that's out, get some stun grenades. And on top of that, unfortunately, chaff grenades also takes out your radar for a second. But inside of this van, there's a SOCOM pistol with, whoops, 11 bullets in it.
with a
12 bullets, which I just shot one off.
Well, hey,
But-
come look at me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a stealth mission, Steak. Don't do anything stupid like fire a gun into an open field. Alright, but we should be able to slip right
the
past
camera out?
this. We could, but we don't really need to. We're trying to.
Whoa, what about that guy? Can you check him out?
I was trying to get behind here so they wouldn't see me. Because the other dude did run away. And I was punching this dude until he falls down. Get up.
take his gun?
No.
Ah.
You can knock him out. You can either knock him out or snap his neck. Ow. And you actually, if you go through the whole game without killing anybody, you get like a special rank for that. If you go through without being seen, you get a special rank for that. So, but yeah. Food's probably getting cold, dude.
I'm good. Hang on. I'm getting ready to dig into it in a minute, but...
Is that box still up there, or did I... Nope. It's still up there.
We're keeping a steady 4 or 5 viewers at all times, so...
It's not too bad. Most of the time I drop in, it's usually 1 or lower. So that's not bad at all.
A surveillance camera?
Yes, we know it's a surveillance camera. Get the stun grenades. In this truck. And there are a few different ways to...
Hey, Tony, what's up, man?
There are a few different ways to get into this facility. There's a
Do me a
vent.
favor, Tony, smash that share button. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's alright. There's a vent right here, which there's a surveillance camera and a guard that you'd have to take out to get in. You could try to go in the front door, but like, they're not just gonna let you in. You know, it's secret base being taken over by terrorists. They're not just gonna let you in. But there is also a vent up here. So what we're gonna do is what we were trying to do earlier. Hide behind this pillar. Wait for that guy to come back around again. And wait for him to cycle back around so that we can either knock him out or just slip into that vent behind him. I apologize that sometimes it gets a little tedious and sometimes like stuff doesn't really happen as much as you like, but that's the whole thing with stealth, is you gotta wait and listen sometimes. Yeah, from when you're hugging up against the wall like this, you can either crouch, you can knock against the wall. I'm not going to because this guy's right there and he's gonna hear me. Or you can look in first person view, see what's up ahead of you. Just looking up there. Now we can slip on in. What do you want, Campbell? Now we can't see worth goodness.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here.
Group, see?
I thought I might be of some use.
Trying to.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment.
Basically,
I've
you
lived in
get a
Alaska
little
longer than
speed
you.
dial of
So
all kinds of
come
people who
if you
can
have
help
any
you out
questions about
in
the
certain
flora or
situations if
fauna
you
out
need
here. My frequency is
stuff. They'll tell you their
141.80.
basically their codec number, which is their call frequency, and ooh, we see a vent here. We can peek on through. See that we are on the second floor above that area, so we need to scoot on up here. I don't know if you guys can see this any better than I can, but it's dark.
It be dark.
The only reason I'm even making through this is because I know where to go.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
It'll be a little easier once we get some of the later game items
Shut
that
those
they
covers
got
as
hiding
soon as they're done
around.
spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Brayton's not sitting in on this stream. This is a stream that I'm streaming with one of my friends.
Yeah, this game isn't really suitable for children in any way. It's not like I definitely wouldn't want my kids if I had me watching this game. All right, let's see. Oh, that's just a wall.
If I shared any groups more than once, I apologize.
Press the action button to drop down.
Wow, Campbell, you're getting a little antsy there. More rations. I don't need to.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Yeah, there shouldn't be too many more spots.
9 viewers. Anybody dropping in new? If you guys can smash that share button, drop in those comments. We love to hear from you, and we will respond to your comments.
Actually, these floors that look a little bit the grid shaped floor.
And this is being streamed from the original PlayStation, not the classic.
Yes, we as much as I can, I like to try to stick to original hardware, just because there's nothing really quite like the feel of original hardware.
The OG.
You know.
Oops, sorry about that. Nothing like streaming from the OG equipment. Dude, we're up to 221 views already when you stream for just a few minutes, 20 shares. Not doing too shabby.
No, sir. All right. This is the second of the two early on event sequences
Look at the
here.
radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief.
Hang on a second.
He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
They say green dot, but it's more like a green signal loss spot. If you can see it right here to the right of me, in that spot on the radar. But let me go ahead and save here. Just in case.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the dot.
We already heard this. We want to save. Go ahead and save the memory card, block 1. Complete.
Come on, Snake. You can do it.
You can do it, Snake. But yeah, now back to the second of the two big annoying vent sequences. After this, there shouldn't be too many more dark areas, I think. That's where we came from. This.
I gotta do a little adjustment here. We're dropping some frames. Well, now, pick back up.
Yeah, we dropped earlier. And it may just be because they're loading.
The 3.
It probably dropped because we were in like a loading sequence or something like that. Walking through blind as a bat.
We got all the way up to 113 there for a minute.
115 what? Oh, views?
No, I got 115 FPS.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like I said, this is not super complex.
Is that a woman?
Not him. We are looking for a dude, not a lady doing crunches. What do you want, Campbell?
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
That's what we were just doing. We saw was a lady. I'm not looking for a lady right now. Alright, here comes the first big plot point cutscene.
Who's that?
30 shares, bro. 30 shares. Thanks for the share, Enoch. See that pop up on the screen
You're
there?
the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson,
Appreciate
right?
that. Appreciate that very
You
much.
saved me, huh?
Enoch has
What's
been a
your
good
outfit?
follower for a long
I'm
time.
the pawn they sent here to save your
And
worthless
so
butt.
has old RetroJshStation. He's been a follower for some time. Now we're
That's true.
collabing together.
You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
The terrorists could launch a nuke.
I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information.
It's all
Okay.
classified information.
We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
You wouldn't happen to mean...
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
Like, bro, there's been two
We've had
games
a
up to
couple
this
of
point.
run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I
Yeah,
come
this is
to a
actually the third
godforsaken place
installment
like this?
in the Metal Gear franchise. There was
I had heard
Metal
the Metal
Gear
Gear
on the
project was
MSX and the NES, and then Metal Gear 2
Home
Solid
country.
Snake, I think, was
It's
only on
grown
the
into a
MSX.
huge joint project between Arms Tech and
But
ourselves.
this is kind of
We were
like a
going to use this
more
exercise as
revamped
raw
version
data and then
of
proceed to mass
Metal Gear
production.
Solid 2 or Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake for the MSX. Like, it's not the exact same game, but there's a lot of similarities.
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex.
The Metal Gear
code name for the
prototype
new Metal Gear
has fallen
prototype.
into the hands of the terrorists.
They're probably
Oh,
already
snap.
finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
He shoos the guard away, and the guard listens.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
Now keep in mind, this is important.
Psycho Mantis can read people's
It says
minds.
Psycho Mantis can
You can't
read
resist.
people's minds.
Psycho Mantis.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's tooth.
If they find out Baker's password,
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime.
So they know
there is
one
a way to
password
stop
out of the
launch.
2.
what?
The card keys.
Card keys.
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes, you can stop the launch.
You can stop it, Snake. Only you.
card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in.
Because it's a video
You need
game and
to
everything
insert
has
the
to be
card
done in
into each
3s.
one of them.
Okay, 3 card
I
keys.
turned off a few things, fogging up
Do
the
you know
internet.
where they might be keeping Baker?
Try to put the frame rate back up.
Somewhere in the 2nd floor
Start to
basement.
come back up a little bit.
2nd floor basement.
I heard the guards say they
3.6
moved him to an area that has a
Yeah,
lot of
and
electronic
I
jamming.
pay for.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
And I pay for fiber optic internet.
Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door.
So it makes it
It's
mad.
called a PAN card. It works together with your
So I
body's
pay
own
$100 a
electrical.
month for fiber optic internet. It's not
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices,
MKX
they'll read the
Elite
data
Gaming,
stored.
thanks for approving our
And the doors will
stream.
open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you?
Basically,
From
he
your
just
bosses or
told you
anyone?
that there are 2
Are you sure you
passwords
haven't
to
heard anything?
I just
input the
said
detonation
no.
sequence for the
So
nuke,
does the White House plan
and
giving
they
it to the
already found
terrorist
out his
demands?
password.
That's their problem.
But there
It
is
has
an
nothing to do with
override
my
that
orders.
needs 3 card keys.
What about the
and
Pentagon?
the other guy that you're trying to save, President Baker,
What is it?
he has them. And you can override the launch if you had those card keys.
Hey, what happened?
And now it looks like old Donald Anderson there is having a heart attack.
Dead.
Disconnected and reconnected.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake,
Yay,
we
moral
don't have time
support.
to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Thanks for letting us know that you are useless, Campbell. Ration. I don't think I need a ration right now. Yep, I'm full. This card on real quick. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna need rations here in a sec. And SOCOM.
Don't move.
Whoa. Momentary naked guy.
So you killed the chief, you bastard.
That escalated quickly.
Liquid? No, you're not.
No, he in fact
Don't
is not a
move.
liquid.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Alright.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Settings for the drop. Naked dude just leaning back in your right hand.
Ooh. Well, no. Ow. He's still lying down. That's not good. Uh-oh. Haha. More bullets.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
She ran away. Whoa.
Who are you? You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir. His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
That outfit looks awfully familiar. They said they couldn't get his code either. Why is she shooting at us?
Good girl. Just like that.
Who's the creepy floating dude?
Hey, Groz, we accidentally got disconnected, man. We have to
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the
send stuff
nanomachines?
back out to the group.
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental
Psycho Mantis.
feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Nothing back here. Card on. That's the room we were just in. That door's a level 6. We only have level 1. So, actually, if you press the elevator button twice, it makes it pop up automatically. Instead of having to wait for it to call up. Or down, whichever way you're going. Run right past that trap. Some C4, and in there. I think all the other doors are locked. So here, got plenty of SOCOM bullets. They were pretty gratuitous. Got 8 grenades. It's never a bad thing. Switch on over to C4 here. It said to look for the spot where the walls are a different color. If you look here, first person view mode, looks like that shade of gray is a little bit more grayish than the greenish shade over here. You can kind of see it's all covered up. So what you do is take the C4, land it on the wall. Anytime you're ready, you go ahead and jump in, man.
Yeah, I'm just making sure because and you might want to reshare on your phone too. We dropped our frame rate got so low, it dropped the stream and it basically. So I had to reshare it because I got splitters.
Okay. Well, another spot. Be sure where exactly. I think it's right here.
Groz is my homie, dude. I like Grozy. Grozy, I appreciate you watching with us. I sent you the stream. I didn't mean to.
I guess that hallway is not long enough for we want to switch back over to SOCOM in here.
Am I too late?
Whoa. There's the dude, all hooked up to the wall with a bunch of strings.
I guess I'll jump in real quick so you can share back to your page real quick.
Kenneth Baker, right?
You have to go to my gaming page. And
Don't worry.
It's gonna be a cutscene for here a minute here, so
we'll have to go back to the my game page and get shared. I think you know how to do it.
Yeah, it popped up again. I can share it there.
But we're in good frame right now because I turned off a lot of things that are bogging down the internet.
Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
My dad commented on my sharing of the stream.
Solid Snake.
He said a couple things.
Now we'll see if the man can live up to the
Snake! Snake!
This
I played it when it was new. Galena, that's near my house.
Single
Smooth Snake. Smooth. Probably when I died.
6
about a
bullets.
half hour ago.
More than enough to kill anything that
Trying to
moves.
find it again.
Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Yeah.
Draw!
Oh. Best be careful. He's coming at you.
Draw!
Revolver also. Nope.
I don't even know.
Hiding won't help.
Shoot.
I understand the rules.
Alright, so what you do,
I make them.
you're crouching, yeah. You want to hit your X so you're not crouching anymore.
There's nothing like a
Take out your pistol, hit your R1.
Alright. Live. Let's go.
This guy?
Yeah, well, not the guy in the center there. Trying to shoot the guy who's ricocheting bullets around.
Better hurry up.
You hold square and it'll lock in on you. You're gonna run around, you're gonna try to shoot him either through the pillars or can't get right up next to him. You don't want to run through there because it'll blow up the guy you're trying to save.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
What's the fire again?
Square. You need to pull up your gun though, hit your R1. There you go, you got it.
And what's the name?
it'll, if you hold it down, it'll aim automatically.
Hold down. Swear.
Yeah. You gotta make sure you're lining it up right, because it'll have a little red dot where your shooting direction is. Wait a minute. You got him? Yeah, I probably should have had you jump in a little bit sooner so you could get used to some mechanics. Here, let me cut, right post, paste, post. All right. Where?
Right.
Oh, okay. Snake. Just be going back through here. This time I won't accidentally get hurt by my own C4. Dang. The hallway's small. I want to go all the way down the other end. Alright, we just saw this. Switching over to SOCOM.
Hiding.
Switching over to rations.
I love to reload during a battle. Let's go.
Yeah.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna.
Sounds like I'm not the one who needs to hurry up.
Don't
buddy
you
boy.
want to settle this?
Gonna run out of bullets.
I love the smell.
Come on. Ha-ha! Got him.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from
Pretty
the
good.
man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight. But I'm just getting warmed up.
Whoa.
What? My hand!
Oh.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky.
He got his arm chopped off.
Who are you?
That dude done chopped off Ocelot's arm.
I have no name.
Not good, not good.
That exoskeleton.
But he also saved President Baker. Kinda.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question.
I still don't know who
What
Jim
about your
is.
code? There's no
I think it's
time.
maybe Campbell.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that
DARPA
case,
chief
how did they get your
said-
code?
They
I
learned
never
his
had
secret
any training
code
on how to resist torture.
by reading his mind. But everybody who
Looks
knows
like
the
he had some
codes
fun
has
with
the
you,
mental
all right.
shielding.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard
It's
you
over
had
on
them.
the PC.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What
I'm
frequency was
connected
she
to
at?
the Wi-Fi, I think, but
Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
damn, he forgot her codec number.
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try
It's
to
on the
contact
back
her.
of the
I'll
CD
contact her right
case.
away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way
First
to
little
prevent the
bit
missile
of
launch?
metagaming in this very,
You need
very
to
meta
find
game.
Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
It's also in the
The team
manual
leader of the Metal
somewhere, I
Gear
think,
Rex
but
project.
I actually
A
know it off
genius
the
at
top of my head,
engineering,
so we don't
but
need
a little
that.
bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can
Plus,
figure
at
out
this
how to
point, you
stop
just
Metal
Google
Gear
it.
from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy
I'm
Metal
sorry,
Gear.
web
Where
search
is
it.
this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials.
Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are
Should
out
also
of
point
work
out that
with
this
no way
game
to
came out
turn.
in '98, but it actually takes place after the turn of the century.
In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material.
Not far after,
Scientists
probably
for
about
making a bomb.
2002.
We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a
And again, like I
significant
said,
nuclear
guys,
presence.
we dropped.
Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility.
The video
To
dropped,
maintain
so
our own
anybody
policy
that
of
shared,
deterrence,
if you want
we
to,
need a weapon
you can
of
also
overwhelming
reshare
power.
it, then you don't have to. But it is a bummer. I should have checked my OBS settings before we went live. It's kind of been up and down.
Gear.
Yes.
I don't know
our
why,
industry suffered quite a blow as a result
at
of
one
the
point in
cuts
time,
in
we'll
military
go from like
budgets
5
due to
frame
the
rates
so-called
all the way up to like
peace.
100.
I remember hearing a lot about
crazy,
mergers and
ain't it?
takeovers among the big weapons
Going from
makers.
5 to like all the way up.
And after my
Yeah,
company lost
go
their bid
like
to
to
produce
80
the Air
or
Force's
something.
next line of fighter
Yeah,
jet,
you ain't as high as
the
100.
Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black Project.
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
So the gist of this is that there's still a lot of
I prefer to think of it
demand
as good
for
business.
nuclear
Anyway, Metal Gear was
weapons
going to be
by
formally
the turn of the
adopted
century,
after
which
the
is
results of this
still true.
exercise were analyzed.
And
I don't give a
that
crap about you and your
they're
company.
that Arms Tech
Yes,
and
that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like
the other
you.
and DARPA
Here,
have been
this is what you
being
came
super
for,
sketch
right?
What's
with
that?
their
An optical disc.
business
It's all
practices
here.
to try to
The main
get
hard
Metal
drive
Gear
was destroyed by
created
gunfire.
because they're
This is the
running out
only
of
remaining
business.
copy
They
of the
were
data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise.
merging and stuff so that they
Don't
could,
play
you know,
dumb.
make
I know you were
weapons
sent to get
for the
this.
military. That's
I
why
hid
they
it
were
from that
pushing to get
sadistic maniac while he was torturing
Metal
me.
Gear Rex
They don't know
created.
this disc
Maybe this can't run at
exists.
60 frames per
Make
second.
sure you report this to Jim.
It
To your boss.
it might not.
I'll give you my card too. It'll
I
open
wouldn't
up all
think it would be
security
that
level 2
strenuous, though.
doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret.
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi.
Naomi.
You've got to stop them.
Naomi
If
knows
it goes
something about
public,
that
my company
ninja
and
that
I
cut
are
off
finished.
Ocelot's arm.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
The plot thickens. Another guy dead from a heart attack. Presumably.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
I had
Don't
no idea.
lie to me.
It looked like another heart
That's
attack,
too-
but
Some kind of poison?
well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
You don't have the
I
tools
want
for it
you and
to do it
Meryl
for
to
the
work
time.
together.
Anybody new, jump in,
trust
smash
her
that share
More
button.
than you can trust me.
I'm gonna start a watch party
Get in
on my
contact with
Facebook
her.
page.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
And we get more health. You get a card that cannot open the door.
You can start a watch party on here. You can always start a watch party on here.
Every time you get a life bar increase, all of your ammo capacity increases too. So now you can carry more bullets, more grenades, more everything. I don't really need anything right now. I'll just keep it at... Well, let's keep it on chat grenades. You never know when you're going to need some of those. Phew. Okay. Now we're out of that jam zone. So... we're gonna try to talk to what's her face. Her frequency is 140.15.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not
Anybody new
him.
dropping in? If you guys
Just
can,
exactly who
smash
are
that
you?
share button. We're
I'm
trying
the
to
fool
break
that
our
your uncle
share
sent all
record.
alone into the middle of this whole
And we're
mess.
also trying to
You
get
came
to
by
up
yourself?
to 400
You think you're
followers
some
on our
kind of one-man
Facebook
army?
page. Also,
I
go
don't
check out
need
this
lectures.
guy's
You're just like your uncle,
YouTube
you know.
page.
How do you know my
It's
uncle?
We go way
RetroJshStation.
back.
Station.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
It's a little tongue twister.
A little bit.
Could you be Snake?
Check it out.
Are
Like I
you
said, he's
Solid
got a
Snake?
wide range of games.
That's what some people
If
call
you
me.
request
The
a game,
legendary Solid
I'm sure
Snake?
he's gonna,
You?
see if he's got it, he's playing it.
Sorry
He-
about
he-
before. I
there
wasn't
is some
sure if you
games
were
that-
one of the good guys.
But
It's
I
really
knew
not a
you
game that I
were.
don't think that the guy doesn't
Ow.
enjoy playing.
It's
He
your
plays
eyes.
a little bit of
My
everything.
eyes.
They're not soldiers'
There's not
eyes.
a whole
They're
lot I can do
rookies'
from my
eyes,
home
right?
station
No.
right
They're
now
beautiful,
because I can really
compassionate
only
eyes.
stream from the
Oh,
PS4
just what I'd
on
expect
my
from
home
a
station,
legendary
but
Solid Snake.
out here I
You
can
trying to
do
sweep me off my
just
feet?
about anything that
Don't
runs
worry.
HDMI.
You'll land back on them once you
Or
meet me.
anything that
The
we can
reality is
convert
no
to
match for the
HDMI.
legend, I'm afraid.
And that's another thing.
Oh,
If there's
I don't
games that
believe that.
you guys would like to see us play
Why did you
together,
look
let
so
us know.
surprised
We
when
would
you saw my
gladly
face?
get our hands on it.
Because you look just
rather
like
it be
him.
Red Show, rather it be
You mean
something
the
new.
terrorist leader,
We are
Liquid
down to
Snake?
stream whatever
Yeah,
and play whatever.
you know him. You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows?
So-
Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's
Basically,
okay.
Snake is
But what
grilling
this
Meryl
place?
here for
I don't
information.
think it's just a nuclear weapons
Open
disposal
up a watch party
facility.
on your phone.
Boy, oh
How do you
boy, it's
do
just
that?
like them.
I'll show you.
Nobody
I
told
mean,
you anything,
my
did they?
phone's almost dead
Okay.
too. I might not be
you
able
see,
to.
this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated
I
by
just
a
got a
dummy
question I want
corporation
to
of
ask.
arms
Is
tech.
Mr.
This is a
or Mrs.
civilian
French in the
base?
house?
Right,
Do we
for
have
the
Mr. and
development
Mrs.
of
French in
Metal
the
Gear.
house?
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the
Sorry,
test launching of a dummy nuclear
it was what-
warhead.
He was,
Why
Dad was
Foxhound?
watching earlier, but
Because they're a special ops group used to handling
I don't know
top
if he
secret
still is,
missions.
'cause I had to
They
re-upload.
figured they could help keep it all hush hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
Does
He's
anybody
dead.
miss SOCOM
What?
online?
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
That's probably
Yeah.
a little bit before
Was
my
either of
time.
them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard
Not,
of.
Well, I don't
not that I
believe in
really play that many
coincidences. Something funny's
MMORPGs
going on.
in the first place.
Sounds like
but-
it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
Here.
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
That's how
Probably.
you do it.
He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear
If
launching
my phone
program.
dies, does it go away,
So
or
they'll
like?
need him alive until that's done anyway.
Sure.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
My phone's
You're
at
right.
10 right
In case
now,
we can't
so
override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
well, and
And I'm
the
sure
best way
most
to
of you
get to
guys
the
probably
building
know
where the
this is the
doctor's
first
being
game
held?
of the
There's a
Metal Gear
cargo
Solid
door on the
series,
first floor of this
but
building
not the
that
first
leads
game
to
in
the
the Metal
north.
Gear series.
What's the security level of the
but,
door there?
They go on
But it's
up all the way
okay.
to the
I've got a level
360
5 card.
consoles.
No, they go
I've
up to
gotta go
current
save the
consoles.
doctor. You should go.
Metal Gear Solid
I'm
5
going with
Phantom
you.
Pain, I believe, is
No
on
way. You're still too
PS4
green.
and
I
Xbox
want you to
One.
hide
So
somewhere.
graphics are going to get a little bit better. They're not going to be as
Oh, yes,
dark.
you are.
We'll be able to put
You pause for just 1
put them on
second in
stuff
front of your
that
enemy and
like
it's all
actually
over.
puts out
Good luck doesn't last
either
forever.
I don't know what
720
happened.
or
I just
something
couldn't
that
pull the trigger
I can
right
get
away.
1080 on
Yeah.
I never had
Facebook,
any
so.
problems in training.
Yeah,
But
we'll
when
be.
I thought about
And
my
honestly,
bullets tearing
I
through
have a
those soldiers'
PS3
bodies,
that
I
could
hesitated.
that I
Shooting
could
at
play this
targets
off
and
of,
shooting at
but
living, breathing
like I
people
said
are
before,
different.
it just
Ever since
it
I
feels
was a
right
little
to
girl,
play this
I
off
always
original
dreamed
hardware
about
because
being a
there's just no
soldier.
feeling like it,
Every
you know.
day of my life, I've trained my mind and
And
body
seeing-
for the one
and
day when I could
It's
finally see
nice to
some
see
real
that we can
action.
still
And now,
So what now?
make
You want to quit?
the older consoles
can't quit.
relevant
I can't allow
and keep
myself
it,
to quit
you
now.
know, breathe some
Listen,
life
Meryl.
into it.
Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone.
We just missed,
Unfortunately,
like, good 10
killing is
minutes
one of
of
those things
cutscene
that gets
there.
easier the more you do it. In a war,
Yeah, I've
all of
seen this
mankind's
one,
worst
this cutscene,
emotions,
Mm.
worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream
See,
is
it's the
starting to
first time
thin
I
out.
ever using like
Just
a
take it
converter
easy.
box. I didn't know how like.
But I learned
if
all
it
about
would
combat
drop
high at
like
the
it has
academy.
been dropping.
We'll talk about it later. For
so I was
now,
trying to do a
just
little
think about
research
keeping
on it.
yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay.
So
Let
this
me
is
try to
why-
say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right.
37
Okay,
shows. Most of
Snake.
it forgot.
I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the
Engagements,
doctor.
what's
Then we'll
engagements?
take care of the detonation code override.
52
Gotcha.
engagements.
But listen, I know this area better than you.
Oh,
Call me if you have any
so
questions.
like
Be
52 people
careful,
actually
okay?
taking time to.
108
After I open up the cargo door, I'll
If it didn't
contact you.
drop, dude.
Yeah, that's something we probably need to work on in the future is keeping it
Drop.
steady. Yeah. Okay, so basically, Meryl just told us, you know, hey, we need to go find Dr. Hal Emmerich, who is the lead scientist on this project, and see if we can talk him into helping us take down Metal Gear. And he is in a building on the other, maybe not the other side of the island, but like in a different building than the one we are currently in. So now that we've got a level 2 key from President Baker, or the late President Baker, I guess I should say,
Snake,
we can explore
I
a little
unlocked
bit
the
more
cargo
on the
door
upper
for you.
levels.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't
And we
be
get
for
a little
long
bit
with
of
the way
Snake
you
being
walk.
sexist.
What does that
because
mean?
That's
Nothing.
just what happens.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage
Nice
building.
thing is,
Wait. You said you'd stay put and be a
if
good
you
girl.
pick up the
I
SOCOM
changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always
in the
turn
van
sour.
at the beginning
Sorry,
of the game,
but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut
you
out
can
to be
go
a
back
soldier.
up
I
the
gotta get my hands
staircase in
dirty.
here,
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
and
See you
instead
there.
of the SOCOM being there, if you didn't find it earlier, you get infrared goggles. So, luckily, if we get into any more dark spots, all of us will be able to see. It won't just be, you know, running around hoping we're knowing where we're going. I don't think it's in here, but I do think there's something important in here. that guy basically keeps on facing that same way, except when he's looking down. Yeah, go ahead. Ow. Ow. I'm about dead. Okay. Well. Dang it. That guy is still in there. Didn't think he would be. Well, that's great. SOCOM suppressor. Yeah, buddy. So now anytime you use the SOCOM, it is silenced. Oh, and Baker gave us this disc that has exercise data of Metal Gear. It's basically diagnostic data of Metal Gear's operating capacity. So nothing super exciting, but could be useful to somebody. Gonna hide around up here. Wait for that.
For some reason, we were connected wired. When I disconnected wired, we are running a lot better wirelessly.
That's weird. Usually it's the opposite way around.
Well, I mean, we're staying at 60 frames flat now.
Well, I mean, whatever works.
And I'm gonna definitely dig into this and watch some video gameplay, because I missed a lot because I was fiddling with this.
Right. We get the cardboard box. If you know anything about Metal Gear, it's probably that Snake's thing is that he hides in cardboard boxes. Like, it's apparently a much better stealth tactic than you would think, because you walk around in this cardboard box, people will look at the box and be like, huh, it's just a box. Yep, just a box. Ain't nothing special about it. Forgot that they can hear you on these. Now I run away. Dang it.
Where'd he go?
Oh, wait. Cardboard box in action.
What's that?
And he just walks away like nothing suspicious about that cardboard box. Highly trained, genetically modified soldiers, ladies and gentlemen, not able to figure out that someone could be hiding in a man-sized box. Oh, crap. If I had a dual shock, this would be a lot easier. Whoops. Mine detector. That's important, actually. Not what we were looking for. There. Ah, crap. Guess you need a level 3 card for that door. I need more ammo. once again, we hide in the box.
Where'd he go?
Because that is just what we do. Switch back to the level 2 card.
Yeah, we're staying in a great frame right now.
Good deal. I guess the infrared sensor is later. Or maybe it's downstairs. I didn't get it earlier. I could probably drop back down and get it. This won't take but a second. No. Snap. It's not like we haven't killed anybody yet. Need some more supplies here soon. That one won't open. This one was already open. So we got what's in here. This one's level 3. This one. Ah! Oh!
It looks like the place is protected by infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
Now we got the assault rifle, the FAMAS. That was smooth.
We'll get ready to give it a go in a second. I am just trying to do this real quick.
Well,
it's got us playing Death Stranding.
It's weird because we changed it to Metal Gear Solid on nearly everything. See, what you can do, you don't have the, what do you call them? The,
right here.
You don't have the night vision, or not night vision, but infrared.
I don't want to change it till the video's over.
You can put on your cigarettes, which I do not recommend, but it lets you see infrared beams, but at the cost of your health. So your health will continuously go down, but you'll be able to see infrared beams without the use of infrared goggles. So until you can find those, it's a nice it's a good well, not a good substitute, but it's a applicable. Yeah, it's a substitute. It gets the job done for what you're trying to do. What's really interesting is when you get to the other building, that's when it starts really getting good here. Okay, so what's her face? Meryl. She opened up the door because she's such a lovely person, but she's also run off ahead of us because she thinks she can do this herself.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Visor, but I don't know what kind of step I missed before, but this will pop up. Okay. You'll see the infrared go down and back up, and you take the cigarettes off, put it back onto your level 2 pass card. Okay. So we've got a ration. Probably want to have that open. Nope, no. Take it back. We want the mine detector. See those big old yellow spots?
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Mines.
Who are you?
So we should
just
use
call
a mine
me
detector.
Deep Throat.
Which we just so happen to be doing.
The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
There's
one
tank.
of your fans.
Whoa. That's ridiculous. We can pick up, I think, 6 of these claymores. So, not too shabby, but there's nothing around here. The only way to not trip those claymores is to be crawling on the ground. So, here we are, crawling around. I think that's all nearby. Here we are at boss number 2. The tank.
This is Raven's territory.
Snakes aren't allowed in Alaska.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
That's animalist.
Send him a message.
I wish I could do mad parkour jumps like that. Dodging a tank gun. That's crazy.
Right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
Who should not be confused with Chris
fight.
So, I believe first thing we want to do, not that, chat rooms.
I have to reshare it on your page too, dude.
I'm telling you, man, my phone's probably not gonna switch to.
Before it dies, I would.
Yeah. Mine detector anymore, I don't think. Not gonna have the thing up too much in. Aha! There goes one guy.
See how you like this.
Whoops. Get up, get up. Okay.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
It would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, snake is mine.
And yet
now.
you were all like
When I meet
against
him next,
snakes just like 5 minutes ago.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Same prediction as always.
Bless you.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Did the good old dad sneeze.
Guys, I apologize for posting multiple times in groups. Like I said, we had issues with dropping, so
Yeah, I've noticed that happened a couple times in some of your different, so we might need to take a look at that in the near future. This is important.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah.
You
there's lots of
cannot
boxes
use
around
weapons
up
in
here,
this
but
area.
are they all warheads?
Yes.
No chaff
they're all
grenades, no
dismantled
nothing.
warheads.
They just leave them
Because
here?
there's a bunch of
Like President
dismantled
Baker
nukes
said.
in here.
Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this
So
is the grim
basically,
reality of it.
Even more
Nastasha knows
emphasizing the
lots more
fact
about
of
it than I
do
do.
not get caught,
Her frequency is
or else you're
141.52.
stuck with hand to hand.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Yeah, so you're not gonna
never
set
use
off
your
the
weapon on
nuke,
that
but
floor.
like you also don't want the radioactive material in them to get out. So I think cardboard box A works good enough for here. But yeah, you cannot use weapons of any sort.
Mr. Box.
Next generation special forces, ladies and gentlemen. There's some ammo and stuff in here, I think. But oh, you can use chaff grenades. That's it. Just chaff grenades. Anything else, it will not let you use it. Whoa. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. Double crap. There are actually multiple cardboard boxes with different destinations. The one that we have currently is for the heliport. So if someone was actually, taking a closer look at the box, saying, this is for the heliport, this doesn't go here. They kick open the box and be like, oh crap, there's a guy in here. That's no good. So, let me do something. I think there's some... Oh, this is always fun. There's a guy here. He's taking a pee. We snap his neck because he's taking a pee. That's what you get for slacking, boyo. No peeing on the job. Oh wait, I need the card to get in there. So you can use your card to get in here, but you don't need the card to get into the bathrooms. But it knows whether you're trying to get into the guys or the girls. That to me seems a little weird. Yeah, like I said, just let me know when you're ready to jump in, dude.
Yeah, I just want to get our stuff back out there.
Right. Yep. Nicotine missiles. Yeah. So these are basically RC rockets. Remote controlled rockets. They're going to come into play here in a second. So, we are in this crazy room. We can, in fact, get through this door here, but past that room is a room full of both noxious gas and also an electrified floor. If you can see it well enough, that yeah, there's a stream of electricity there. So essentially, what you have to do is you have to walk through this door and be really, really careful. I don't think I have the... No, I think you get the gas mask in here. So, you need to equip your nicotine missiles. Oops, no. Need the card. Get through the door. Oops. So,
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified.
There you
First,
go.
destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Okay, so Deep Throat there, or is that his? I think it's Deep Throat. Yeah, Deep Throat. He just told us straight up, use these remote-controlled missiles on whoop, nope. If we see our oxygen start to get low here, we gotta make a beeline back in for the... Oh, we're almost there. Boom, baby. That takes out the electrified floor. And now we really, really, really need to get back in here. Get our oxygen back up. Unequip the Nicotol. We're probably gonna need SOCOM. Just on retainer. Ration, don't need that right now. door. Ooh, there's something there. Something good. Gas mask. Yeah, boy. Now it takes even longer for that oxygen bar to go down. So if we want to explore around, see where that's the level 6 door. We can't get through there quite yet. But this is the level 3 door. We can't get through there. C4, grenades. Also level 3 door. More Nikitas. I think that's a level, yep, that's a level 4 door. So, we're gonna sneak on back. To the air room here. Similar air. Whoop. We don't need gas mask. We don't need no stinking mask to get through here. Put us through that door.
Thanks for the like,
Ahmed, I think.
Ahmed.
Apologize for any mispronunciations.
Yeah, I do. I apologize about that.
Someone's screaming from down the hall.
Anybody's got any requests for any other games that they would like to see us play in the future, let us know. Because this is something that me and him is going to start doing. We're going to start streaming together on a regular basis.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
Yeah, I can do Super Metroid in probably 2 or 3 sessions. If you guys want to see Super Metroid, I'm pretty bummed at Super Metroid.
It's a ghost.
All these dudes in the hallway are dead. There's blood splattered everywhere. That dude's all like, it's a ghost. Woo. More screaming and dying. That dude is suspended in midair by something. By the ninja. Ooh, no, I remembered. We want not SOCOM, not FAMAS. Chaff grenades. That's right. We also want them unequipped. Because we're sneaky like that. Whoa. There's a nerd over there, and he's peeing himself, because of course he is.
Stealth camouflage?
Scared
Who are
nerd
you?
stereotype is scared nerd.
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless.
Or ninja.
I've removed all
See if your phone's still charged and kind of share it.
I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day.
Because I got
Now
a
I want
notification
to
from
enjoy
819.
the moment.
Go to my
What's
gaming
with
page
these
and go to
guys?
host.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me.
Yes.
It makes no difference.
Yes.
Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Did we get it done in time?
No, you start punching him.
Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand.
Takes away his sword.
Is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
If you can get a kick off on him, kick does like twice as much damage as the punches. But sometimes he'll buffer out before you can get a kick off. So. Might not need the chaff grenades, but I might. We'll see. He's already third down. I haven't used a ration yet, and there's one in there, so probably not. Snake's the certified punchy boy. I'm about half down now. I still haven't used a ration, but I'm about there.
Hurry up and catch me.
Now he's gonna play hide and seek with his Invisibill brand stealth. Gotta try and find him.
I'm here, Snake.
I was trying to get out of the watch party thing and do all the stuff. But back to the spot he was.
Like old times.
Uh-oh, he's glitching out.
Waiting for this pain.
Wait, dang.
Hurt me more.
Dang, dude. I don't know you like that.
More. That's it. I remember that punch. Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew. That's good, Snake.
There you go, brother. Anybody dropping in, if you guys want to, smash that share button. No obligations, but sharing is caring.
It's kind of a thing already, but yeah.
That's good, Snake.
I might whip out the chaff grenades just to speed it up. Whoops.
Hurt me more.
He does. He does in fact want. He does in fact want you to hurt him more.
That's good, Snake.
Ouch.
Hurt me more.
No. Oh crap. Ow. That's what I get for showing off.
Did he get you?
He did.
I think he got you.
He ground stomped me.
I thought you moved until.
Nope. Oh crap. Now I need to run.
Why is he almost dead?
He is dead, but like he's still glitching out to the point where he's gonna. I've got plenty of health left. He ain't gonna kill me. I just want to save myself a couple rations.
You got anywhere to heal yourself?
Yeah, I've got rations. I'm just trying to save myself some.
I would use one.
It does it automatically if I got it equipped. It's basically when I run out of health.
He's not got health.
He's a cyborg.
Again, anybody drop in if you guys want to smash that like button. You don't have to, no obligations. And if you're gonna go to the distance of smashing the like button, hit that share button as well. Make sure you not only check out my station or my platform at Ivey League Gaming, and make sure you follow there.
You were killed
But
in
also make sure you check out this guy's page as well. He's a YouTuber. His link is on here as well.
Yeah, I haven't posted in quite some time. There's like hardly anything on there, but
there's content to come. That I'm going to make sure of. I'm gonna make sure he gets some content going. Now that you got that Xbox, you got a better gamer too.
Yeah, I could do Cuphead from that. That wouldn't be.
Cuphead's a popular game. Plus, I got to draw 4 games if you want to borrow any, so you get some.
Right. Well, my dad's mostly Xbox too, so if I want to borrow from him, I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Capture card. Next time we can get you that PC, because you don't need this if you're gonna buy that PC, it'll be able to handle a capture card.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, tax time I will definitely be able to. Well, even this upcoming we got 3 paychecks this month, so I may be able to get it then.
Get the computer. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No, he should have died, but he didn't.
Oh.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff.
But they had to fight.
They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
I can show you how much they are right now.
So they're basically saying that ninja is one of Snake's old comrades, Gray Fox.
Yes.
And he was experimented on through the gene therapy project.
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
But like the actual Gray Fox was killed in a lab explosion a couple of years ago,
and that
in
was Gray
game
Fox.
time.
But
like they not brought him back to life, but basically like kept him alive with cybernetics and gene therapy, just to like
kind of like Walt Disney. They froze him.
Today's genome soldiers were
kind of, but more.
I probably should say that. Thing I ever controversy.
That rumor's been going around since the 50s, or since he died, rather.
About this sooner?
But
because it's confidential information.
Nefarious purposes have kept him alive because he's known as one of the greatest soldiers, not the greatest soldier ever. That would be Big Boss. But they're keeping him around just as a familiar asset.
Why?
From what I could tell,
Anybody dropping in on the watch party, if you guys can, smash that share button.
I'm not sure.
Or you can hit the comments like I am right now. I'm gonna type in hey.
I know
or
it.
pray.
So you'll fight again until you kill him?
Do you want to switch seats? Would it be easier for you to get to the?
In a minute, maybe. I want to give this game a go in a second.
All right.
But yeah, you can hit the comments like I did just now. Hey everyone.
Are you one of them?
Yeah, let me get a crack at it.
All right.
I'm just not used to the analog sticks.
The
Will
D-pad, you
PlayStation
mean?
2 controller work on this?
Are you an otaku too?
Think?
Come on,
They actually, there was a DualShock controller. I think I've got a third-party DualShock for the PS1. But
I got another PlayStation 2 controller out there.
Yeah, it might work actually. I don't know.
I need information about Metal Gear.
Sorry guys. Yeah, I guess we can switch real quick.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Well, I mean, now that you're sitting there, I can get.
Okay.
I just meant because you were having to lean over to the.
TMD. It's
Hey,
designed to
Dustin
shoot down
Wood, what's
nuclear
up?
missiles.
I see you
Only
joined the
for
watch
defensive
party.
purposes, of course.
Do me a favor, man. Yeah,
I already know that Metal Gear
hit
is
the
nothing
share
but a
button on the video.
nuclear-equipped
Check out
walking
this
death
guy's here YouTube page and make sure
What
you
are you
follow us
talking
on
about?
ours.
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to
And
launch a
again,
nuclear
there's no
missile.
obligation for you all to do any of that stuff, but we'll get back into the game.
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test
So,
Metal Gear's nuclear
this
launch
guy,
capability.
he's the guy
using
who
a dummy
designed
nuclear
Metal
warhead.
Gear
The
Rex,
terrorists are just continuing to work. You
he
started.
doesn't know
No, you're
about all of
wrong.
the sketchy stuff going on. He doesn't know that like they're straight up going to use
nuclear
Metal Gear
missile
Rex
on
to
Rex.
launch a nuke as a nuclear weapon.
All the armament was built by a separate department.
He
and the
didn't
president
know
personally supervised the final assembly of the
He
main
just said
unit.
that all of the armament, all of the guns on it basically was built by a separate company.
I was never
And,
told exactly what they armed Rex with.
so-
I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
But he's just completely disgusted that his baby, his project, you know, was
It uses magnets to fire bullets at
basically
extremely high
being
velocities. The
used
technology
for,
was originally developed for the
for
SDI
war.
system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry
Hey,
up to 8
Sierra.
missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Anybody dropping in, say hello, hit those comments. Like I said, we will gladly respond and say your name and give you a shout out.
That's not all I think.
Yeah, we don't mind talking, especially with one of us playing. That leaves one of us open to keep the conversation going. And I know plenty about the series. If you want to, you know,
ask questions,
either ask questions or get a discussion going
Metal
about
Gear's co-developed
just about the
Rivermore
series.
National Labs was working on a new type of nuclear weapon.
Well, we can just talk about.
They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing.
We can talk about the game. We can talk about our.
So they developed
you know,
a new
our
type of
plans
nuclear
for our
weapon that we are
pages
testing
and
that, huh?
whatever y'all want to talk about.
Yes,
Heck, we can talk
you
about
can't
stuff
use
non-game
virtual
related
data
if
on a
y'all want to.
battlefield. They would need actual launch data.
But appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate everybody hitting
These
the
are
share
some of
button.
the supercomputers.
That goes
If you
a long
link
way.
these, you can test
that
everything
gets
in a virtual
other people
environment.
to
But
see
it's all just
our
theoretical.
content.
So this exercise was designed to
And we'll
test
try
the
to
real
put in
thing.
as many new and different types of franchises to help bring some fresh blood
terrorists
into
launch
the platform. Because I realize, you know, watching some of the same series over and over again or the same types of games over and over again.
such
It's
a
not
fool.
always.
It's all my fault.
It gets a little stale sometimes. So
The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life.
And so Emmerich is
And my
now
father,
explaining that, you know, his
he was
whole
born on
lineage
August
is
6th,
tied to
1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb.
basically like
God's got a sense of humor.
the devastation of the nuclear
3
bomb.
generations,
Like his
Emmerich,
grandfather was on the Manhattan Project, and his dad
We
was
must have the
born
curse of
the
nuclear
day the
weapons
Hiroshima
written into our
bomb was
DNA.
dropped. So like his entire family line has been
I
tied
used to think that I could use science to help mankind.
nuclear warfare.
The one that wound up getting
basically.
used was me.
And it's
Using science to
really
help
tough
mankind.
for him to
Just in the movies.
cope with the fact that he's, you know,
That's enough crying.
not
Pull yourself together. Where is
basically
Metal
not
Gear?
using science to better
Where on this
mankind like
base
he
are they
wanted,
keeping it?
but to, you know, just to further along the faculties of war.
Rex is in the underground maintenance
That's on the
base.
PlayStation.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override
yeah,
system for the detonation code is there too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got a
Maintenance
PS3
base
that'll
control.
run it, but
You'd better
like,
hurry. If
I
they
just
were
think it's
planning
nice
a launch
to
from the
run it
start,
off
then
of the
their
original
ballistic
hardware.
program is probably
like it.
finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
How far in the game?
Meryl's
are we
got the
right now?
detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
I'd say
If we
we're
can't
probably
override
about
the launch, we'll have to destroy
maybe 25%
Rex.
in, because it's a 2-disc game. Like there's a certain point where you're about halfway in, and you actually there's a prompt. It'll show,
I'll show you
and
the way.
you have to switch the discs.
On that leg of yours,
I know
you'll
for a
just
fact
slow
we're
it
not
down.
gonna get far enough to have to switch the
You'll
discs.
need me
Sorry,
if you're gonna
9.
destroy
We're
Rex.
not even
I don't
close
need
to that
you.
spot yet.
I
But
just need your brain.
yeah, it's
I created
big
Rex. It's my
Hey,
right,
Justin,
my
Andy, thanks
duty
for
to
dropping in on
destroy
the
it.
watch party.
If you
I
get
don't
a
know if it
chance,
gives you
try to
guys the
escape.
option to share
When the
on
coast
watch
is
party
clear,
or
I'll
not,
contact
but
you by
if it
Kodak.
How am I
don't,
supposed to escape from an island?
it is posted on my personal page, the actual stream, not the watch
I want
party.
you to hide somewhere.
And you guys
keep
can
me
also,
informed.
you guys
know
can
this
always
place well,
share
don't
that.
you?
I'm
Of course I do.
90%
And don't
sure.
worry, I've got this.
Believe it's on there. There's the watch party.
It's the same stealth technology as the
There's
Ninja.
this.
Foxhound was going to
and
use
so
them, but
now
with this, I'll be
Emmerich's
fine.
gonna be helping you
Bad
out,
leg
and
ball.
he's gonna hide out using
I want Meryl to
stealth
watch out
tech
for you, too.
so that nobody sees him and guns him down. Because he ain't no soldier. He's just the brains. He didn't want no part in the
Meryl,
war.
the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Uh-oh.
Meryl, what happened?
Meryl just got spotted.
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
Hey, you played
What
the
did she
other
look
Metal
like?
Gears? I have not played the other
She was
Metal
wearing
Gears.
the
I like
same
that.
green
I like
uniform
that
as the
question.
terrorists.
I like the fact you guys are. I like to do conversations as I play. But I have not played the other Metal Gears. He has
She
played
had such
all
a
of
cute
them.
way of walking.
I've beaten all of them except for Peace Walker
Well, she's got a very
and
cute body.
the Phantom Pain,
walking,
because those are both very mission based, and it just seems like too much of a departure from this style of like
If she's
one
disguised
big
as the
long
enemy,
grand
you'll have to
adventure,
contact her when she's alone,
and that's
There's only one place where
But
we can be sure
I
she's
am
by
playing
herself.
Michael Stewart. I am playing
Don't
Death
be
Stranding
so
right now. I know
dense.
it's another Kojima game. I'm almost through that, and I think when I get done with it, I'm gonna
Here,
lend it to
use
him.
the security
But
code.
that's another Kojima game that
It's
I'm
security
playing.
level
But
4.
Michael, follow. I'm not trying to push it on you, but if you want, hit the share button. Follow my
You feel
page.
okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong?
In
Getting
this
all friendly
description
all of a sudden.
on the stream,
Nothing.
you'll
Glad
see
you're
his
okay.
YouTube
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous.
account.
Everyone else I've saved
He's
suddenly
gonna start
dies.
putting videos
Bad
out
luck.
here
Forget it,
soon.
Doctor.
Call
Been a
me
while since he's put some
Otacon.
out, but he's gonna
Otacon.
start putting
It
some
stands
out.
for Otaku Convention.
And
An otaku's a guy like me
yeah,
who likes
check
Japan
them out. And
animation.
like I said, you'll see a lot of content
Japan
that you
was the
probably
first country
enjoy
to
yourself.
successfully
So
make bipedal robots.
used to having
They're
analogs.
still the best
You know
at
what I mean?
fit
no,
robots.
yeah, it's weird going
Japanese
back to
cartoons
D-pads
played some
after
part
like
in
the
that.
last what
They did.
20 years of analogs now.
I think that's
I
why I
didn't get
done
into
so
science
crappy
till
earlier because I
nuclear
was like
weapons,
trying to do this.
Yeah. And I grew up with the PlayStation. That's why it doesn't bother me as much. But I can see, especially from someone who grew up with 64, since that came about the same time, and the DualShock wasn't as big as it was when PS2 came out. I can see why it's a lot harder for some people to get back into the D-pad, especially in a 3D space. But it does help that it's kind of top down and not like tank controls like Resident Evil or Silent Hills.
All I want from you is information.
Sure.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, With this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them.
He says if you need ammo or rations, he can bring it to you, but...
I'm on frequency 141.12.
He doesn't do... Like, you can't just call him up and be like, hey, I need some rations, you know, and have him bring them to you. It only really becomes relevant at one point in the game where he brings you some stuff and then runs away because he's scared. But... there are a lot of things in there that only have like a small payoff where they'll say, you know, hey, if you need help, call me for this. And, you know, it either tells you something you could find out yourself or something that only gets used once. Back through the corridor of dead bodies. All right. So, don't forget, if you're trying to go through a door, you have to make sure that your card is equipped. Because otherwise they won't let you through it.
I'm good for a minute. Sorry for the noise, guys. That's what I think about the game. I think 1 through 4 is amazing, but from there it went downhill.
Yeah, I was not a huge fan of the mission bit. Like, it makes more sense for a handheld console, like the PSP's. There. Ah, crap. But yeah, it makes sense. I know why they did it on the PSP, but I don't think they're necessarily bad games. It's not my style of play. Ooh, night vision goggles. Not infrareds, but still better than going through dark places in the dark. At any rate, yeah, I honestly felt like it was just too much of a departure from what the series started as for me to really get invested. I've tried playing Phantom Pain. I played through a mission or two, and it's just like, you know, like it wasn't bad. It was a beautifully made game. It was just not my cup of tea, I guess. And 4 was just great because of all the fan service, like that. If nothing else, for all of the jokes and, like I said, all of the different like series staples that they incorporated in there. Spooky music is playing. Once again, we got the guy just taking a pee. No peeing on the job, guy. No peas for you. I think there's still a ration back here because I didn't grab it earlier. Yeah, there we go. But we got some creepy organ music going on somewhere.
Make sure you guys are smashing those share buttons and those follow buttons.
Cardboard box. Let her be. So now we can hide here without someone being all like, hey, this box ain't supposed to be here. And, oh, crap. Ah. Wait, he caught me. Why isn't the radar going? That's confusing. That's weird.
Time for a bit of Mantis.
Yes. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the game. And the most meta, I think.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're following Michael so you can watch us complete the series, man. 'Cause I think we're gonna go all the way through the whole entire.
It looks like you've rescued
Metal
Emmerich
Gear
for the time
series.
being.
Yeah,
Shauna.
with that stealth camouflage, he should be able to hide safely.
For people who don't know,
Fox.
Shauna has been my #1 supporter from day one, constantly
The real
sharing
problem
every
is
stream
Denise.
that I ever do.
The way the codec got cut off like that has me worried. Something must have happened.
I don't know if you
to her.
can share the watch party, Shauna, but
It's
you
just
can.
that she's holding
I
the
did
detonation
post the
code
actual
override
stream,
keys.
so
There
you
are
can
last
share the
chances of
stream
stopping
part.
that nuclear launch.
You're a cold man. Your mission is more important than the life of your companions?
This is war. Survival is the name of the game. Sometimes you have to be cold to survive.
Yes.
Very true.
Snake.
Sometimes you gotta be cold to
find
survive.
Meryl as soon as possible.
I understand.
True, not just for war, but for real life. Oh, I think I know why it didn't trip my my jammer, or why it didn't jam my thing. Because going into the ladies' room. As far as we know, there ain't no ladies in
Don't move.
In the clothes of soldiers, except for Meryl.
And Keisha, thank you for joining as well.
I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? There's no way you could pass for a man for long.
What do you mean? Hey, men aren't allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake.
Snake just smacking on all the girls, man.
Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
Same smart mouth. You're Meryl, all right. Are you hurt?
Not yet. After all, I was disguised as a genome soldier.
So why'd you change? You'd be a
What
lot
other
better
games
off
do we
dressed like
play?
one of them.
I got tired of disguising myself.
I
The truth
play
is,
everything, man.
The uniform smelled like
From
a rat.
retro.
What's that mark?
Huh?
I mean, I've got
Oh, this? It's a paint tattoo.
almost
It's not
every
real.
console you
I
can
was a
think
fan
of.
Foxhound
Don't
way
have
back,
some of the
and guys
original
like you and my
consoles,
uncle
like
were in it. None of that
the original
gene therapy
PlayStation.
like there is today. You
No,
guys
that would be
were
mine.
heroes.
There
But I
are
do
no
have like the
heroes
classics.
All the heroes.
I don't
I
have the
know are
PlayStation Classic,
dead
but I got all the other
prison.
classics.
One or the other.
PlayStation Classic, I didn't think had a very good lineup of games.
I'm just a man who's good at what he does.
Weird.
Kill.
She just took off her
There's no winning or
uniform.
losing for a
She's
mercenary.
basically wearing
The only
like
winners in
not
war are
underwear, but like
That's right. And you
yeah, a
fight
long
for the
tank top
people.
and,
I
and
never fought for anyone
underwear.
but myself. I've got no purpose.
But
in
I've
life,
got the
no ultimate goal.
N64,
Come on.
It's only when I'm cheating death on the battlefield.
SNES
the only time I
Classic,
feel truly alive.
NES Classic,
Seeing other people die makes you feel alive, huh? You love war and don't want it to stop.
PS2,
Is it the same
two
with all great
Switches,
soldiers
2
throughout history?
Xboxes, well 3, but
Why
you're
didn't you
getting one.
contact me?
So 2
My code was
Xboxes,
broken.
Is that all?
PlayStation.
Shouldn't you just be
So,
happy we
Silent
met up
Hill?
like this? How did you
Is that-
recognize me in disguise?
That's another Kojima. Yeah,
Is that a
So,
request?
something you like
Is
about
that something
me,
you'd like
huh?
to see us play, Michael?
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First
Yeah,
it's my
I've
eyes,
only
now it's
played
my butt. Oh, what's next?
maybe 3 hours of Silent Hill. I thought it was pretty good, but it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be.
Well,
Especially considering it's a very like psychological
So,
horror
Snake,
kind of
how are
game.
the negotiations
You
going?
know,
Is that something that you
No
would like to
progress.
see us play, Michael?
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them from launching a nuclear
she
missile.
finally put some pants on.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear or...
We override the detonation code. You got the card keys from Baker?
I think there's a bit of a lag, so he might
mean
not
this?
hear
Where are the
our
others?
response
There should
to
be
his
three.
comments for a minute.
This is all I've got.
Yeah, it'd be amazing to see the
I have no
old,
idea,
content
but they
again.
must be somewhere.
Well,
if
we
we can't
will,
find them, we'll have no choice
we'll get
but
around to
destroy
playing that.
Metal Gear.
Metal
Yeah,
Gear is
dude.
in an underground maintenance base to
PlayStation
the
games are
north.
dirt
Take
cheap
them
on
too.
GameStop.
I
Like
know
like
this
this,
place better
you
than
have
you
it?
do.
10.
You'll just
I
slow
don't
them
have
down.
it, but
You
it
don't
wouldn't
have
be
enough
hard to get it. It's like
I won't
this was
slow you
10 bucks.
down,
This was
I
the
promise.
probably the most that I spent on
Then you
a
can shoot
PlayStation game on GameStop.com, and they ship it like that.
Right.
Got it.
So,
I got-
Michael,
I'll
Sorry,
be
go
careful.
ahead.
okay, yeah. So, Michael, are you following?
You know,
Are you
I don't
following
use makeup the way
RetroJshStation?
everyone do.
Yeah, because I
I
can
have
stream
always
anything at
myself in the
home
mirror.
from my PlayStation 4.
I've always despised that kind
I
of woman.
will be able to stream from Xbox soon.
I always dreamed of
but
becoming
right
a
now I'm
soldier.
only
But I was wrong.
I've got everything from
It
Final
wasn't really
Fantasy
my
7.
dream.
I've got
My father.
Spider-Man PS4.
He was
I've
killed
got
in action when I was younger.
I like to play a lot of
Not really.
crap, what
I
have I
thought
been
that if I
playing
became
on
a soldier,
PS4
I could
recently?
understand him better.
So are you a soldier yet?
I
thought
like
I
a lot of
was until
RPGs.
today.
I like a lot
But
of
now I understand.
beat 'em ups like
Truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself.
like
afraid
Batman
of
or
having to make my own
Spider-Man
decisions in
type
life. But I'm
deals.
not gonna lie to
I like a
myself
little bit
anymore.
of this
It's
and
time
that.
I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am.
Shadow of
what I'm
Mordor is a good
capable of.
one.
I want to
I
know
haven't
why
finished
I've
the
lived the
DLC
way
for
I've
that
lived
yet. I
until
still
now.
need to dive
I
into
want
Shadow of
to
War.
know.
Take a good look. You won't get another chance for a while. You should wash your face too while you're at it.
Yeah.
I do believe my dad still has a copy of the original Silent Hill.
There are no
so if I can, next time I see him, I'll see if I can borrow it from him. He's got.
Is that FAMAS functional?
He's probably got half the PlayStation library in a big old CD case. But he's got this. He's got Star Gladiator. That was a big one back in the day.
There was a SOCOM pistol too, but I chose this.
So I got
that's hard to find.
Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Come on,
that's
use
cool.
my 45.
Yeah. We would appreciate,
I've used a gun like this
getting
since I
it,
was
but
8
like
years old.
I said, if you
I'm more
go ahead,
comfortable with it than
I
I am
could
with
get
the
access to it pretty easily.
If it's something you'd like to hang on to, Michael, I don't know if you're local or not.
If we're gonna go to the north, we'll have to go
totally
to the
understand if
commander's
you want
room
to
on
keep
this
it.
floor. The overland route is
but
blocked by glaciers.
I'll take a look around and see if I can't find it. But
The door to the commander's room is security level
purchase
5.
somewhere.
This
I was
card
kind of
will open
disappointed because I thought they was going to
It was inside
remake
the
it
pocket
and
of
make
the uniform I was
Marina's a
wearing.
big part of it.
Looks like he must have been guarding.
Well, I mean, they can't now because Kojima's out of Konami.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Death Stranding
Okay,
was
let's
going
go.
to be
I
a
know
new
this
Silent
place
Hill
better than
game,
you.
but
I'll be point man. Follow me.
Konami basically made their work force like a prison. Okay, so
That's
what we just
strange.
learned
There's no
is
God.
that
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout.
no.
Make
no.
sure you're ready, okay?
I've seen something about a brawl.
Oh, she's more comfortable with a Desert Eagle than a bra, basically. So it's basically saying, you know, I can handle a bigger gun much better than your SOCOM. So she's keeping the Desert Eagle. There was some spooky music playing earlier, but now it stopped, and we're trying to go through here to this corridor here to
Square's the aim.
Square. You don't have a weapon equipped right now, but yeah. Oh boy, this is. I can't wait for you to see this whole gimmick right here.
So if I don't have a weapon, how am I gonna fight?
You have a weapon wheel here. Hold your R2 down. That's all your weapon. You scroll through them by hitting your left or hitting your D-pad. So you can scroll through them like.
So what do I want to?
Chaff grenades are basically like to take out electrical equipment. Your SOCOM's your pistol. FAMAS is your assault rifle. Grenades, Nikita is your remote control missiles. Claymores are exactly what it sounds like. C4, stun grenades.
Claymore's like a sword, right?
No. Well, yes. Claymore is a big two-handed sword, but this is referring to Claymore as in the mines.
So I guess when I carry the SOCOM pistol.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, X is the square's the aim.
No.
Shoot.
Yeah, you hold it down to aim and you let go to fire. Meryl's freaking out.
Are you okay? What happened?
His YouTube page is also in the description of the title of the stream that we're playing.
Let's go.
And then my other platforms are listed as well. My YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. But yeah, all his and my stuff.
Meryl sounds kind of funny.
Is on there.
Good boss and a good trick. We won't tell you how though. Good deal. I can't wait to see him try to figure it out because it took me a while to figure it out. Campbell had to tell me. Just an empty room. Gotta get through here to get to the spot where Metal Gear is though. And the spooky music is back.
Behind this bookshelf.
I can't tell you nothing.
It's behind the bookshelf. Now how do I open it?
Whoa. She's pulled out that Desert Eagle on you.
Snake, how do you like me?
What?
Do you like me? Hold me, Snake.
What's wrong?
Oh, hurry. Make love to me.
That's escalating quickly.
I want you.
Especially since she just said, like, I cannot be attracted to men. Hit your select. Hurry.
Snake, Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
It's Psycho Mantis. He's controlling Meryl. That tune is his mind control music.
Don't use your weapon. Try to knock her out.
Just so you know, Michael, I've never played this before.
What, when I first played this boss with me, yeah.
Oh, she shoot me, what do I do?
Take off your weapon, hit your R1. Okay, now you gotta walk up to her. Don't try to snap her neck. Just try to knock her out. Hold down X, or not X, but square when you're near her.
Hold her.
Or if you want, you can try to flip her. Do that, and yeah, a direction.
So
here, let me scroll.
Okay, so I got her. What do I do?
Just keep doing that until she gets knocked out, basically.
Come here. Come here.
There you go.
No idea.
That's part 1.
Useless woman.
Optic camouflage, huh? I hope that's not your only trick.
You doubt my power?
Oh, this is one of those things that it's a lot better if you have the dual shock.
Practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world. No, there's no need for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. That's right. This is no trick. It's true power. It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought. Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. You're a careless man, aren't you? However, you are a skilled warrior. You like brute force.
I'm glad to see that you're enjoying it, Michael. Glad to see you're following. Glad to see you're keeping it a conversation, man. That's awesome. That's what this is all about.
Oh yeah, this is all stuff that I would be playing on my weekends anyway. So
your memory is completely clean.
Unfortunately, I don't have any games that are old enough for them to register that they would.
You have not saved often.
Oh yeah, I only saved one time, I think. That was way back before we saved Baker. Not Baker, Donald Anderson. DARPA chief.
It's over.
So basically, what's supposed to happen there... Hideo. But it's supposed to look like video, like how on CRT TVs they used to pop up that thing when you were signal cut out.
I need to put the
Yeah, hit your L, your L1. Nope, hit your L2, sorry. Now go to your rations. There you go. Now they'll use automatically when you drop down low enough.
How do I get this?
Doesn't look like it. He's right there. Reading your mind, man. He knows what move you're making as you're making it.
I'm gonna die.
You might. You still got 2 rations left, though. You only laid 1 shot on him, though. There he is.
I thought I got one once. Where'd he go?
We've got that optic camouflage, so you can... Shoot with chairs.
Ah.
Yeah, if you want next time around, I can bring my third-party DualShock. Because it's got analogs.
It's empty. I don't have the bullets.
Switch to your FAMAS. That one's full auto. Michael, yes sir, we are playing on the original hardware, the PlayStation 1. He's playing with the original controller, D-pad, no DualShock.
Dude, I'm hitting him and it's not even doing no damage.
Like I said, it's like he knows what your input commands are as you're putting them in. Hey, look, there's Dylan. What's up, Dylan?
Smash that share button, Dylan.
Good to see you, dude. Hope the girls are doing okay.
Dude, that gun's empty too.
I guess you just have to try to punch him.
Pretty serious.
Yeah, everything else is gonna blow up her too, or you too.
Are you gonna throw a grenade at him?
No. No, you might blow her up if you throw a grenade. Cause you see, she got a health bar there too.
How do I punch him?
Circle. Yeah, he's not doing too bad for having not figured out the trick, Michael.
What's the trick?
I can't tell you. That'll ruin it.
So now I'm gonna die, right? He hasn't even taken no damage, dude. I keep hitting him.
He's taking a couple hits, maybe, but yeah, he's got a little bit of his bar down, but you're down 2 rations and almost down to a third.
Oh, come here.
Yeah, you are actually doing a lot better than I thought you would. Yeah, I think you got like 3 shots off on him.
Is it a dodge or anything?
Yeah, he's slippery. 4 shots. I would have never worked it out if someone hadn't told me. Yeah,
where did that come from?
I wouldn't have figured it out if the game hadn't been straight up like, hey, this is what it is.
Is it a box?
Yeah, there's a rash over there. You have to re-equip it. Re-equip it though, I think. There you go. It's so funny too, because once you figure it out though, it's so simple. It's something you would never think of. Look, there's another box over there. I think it's more bullets.
Where?
Over there. There you go. More, you're on your rocket launcher now. Oh, there you go. What are you gonna tell? No, I'm not gonna tell him. The game will tell him if he dies enough times. I think after 3 times, it's either that or like the first time you die. I can't remember.
After we beat him, we might wrap it up.
Yeah, that's definitely a good stopping point right after that boss fight. But yeah, that.
So I need to get my rations out.
No, you're gonna need the card to get through the door.
Which card?
The level 5 card. There you go.
Alright, get up off the ground, dude.
Hit your X. There you go.
Store?
No. It's up that hallway. There you go. Nope. Left. No. To your left.
Snake, don't do that. We're going to the commander's room.
Now up. Not into the bathroom.
Snake,
to your
what
right
are you doing?
now.
Let's
It's
go to
dark,
the commander's room.
but it's up in here. Sorry for the close-up of my fingers, y'all. There you go.
Now I get the rations.
I would switch off of your rocket launcher there. You're still gonna need the card to get through the door up ahead, but yeah, either your SOCOM or your FAMAS. No, you need to have nothing equipped first so you can make Meryl unconscious. So I would put no gun on. You could equip a gun. Yeah. You're good.
My head. Oh, it hurts.
Alright, we're gonna skip that just because we've already seen it.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
How do we skip that?
Oh, it's short enough thing that I won't skip it. So yeah, you gotta go up, look around. Yeah, you can switch back to your rations now.
Alright, let's skip.
If it doesn't tell him, just for the sake of time, there you go. Hit your select there.
Snake, Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
Oh wait, we've already seen this. Yeah, don't use your weapon. Gotta knock her out. If it doesn't tell him this time around, I'll go ahead and tell him for the sake of time. Just because it's about 20 to 10 now, so if it don't tell him, I'll tell him. It still got us playing Death Stranding. That's weird.
I know I'll have to fix that after the end of this.
Oh crap! You're gonna blow your head off. You already got full rations. There you go.
Useless.
We've already seen the impressive power of Psycho Mantis.
I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, right. There's a box over here too. What the heck, man?
Okay.
Ran into a chair.
That sounds like the least threatening thing you'd ever hear in a very threatening video game. Okay, go ahead and pause it. So, no, keep it paused. You're gonna run yourself out of bullets. Okay. So the secret is, he's basically reading the inputs you put in on your controller through controller port 1, so you need to switch it to controller port 2.
You don't know where I'm going now.
Now he can't read your thoughts.
How in the world did Sony even think of that?
That's just Kojima, dude. That is like the... When I think of like great boss mechanics. This is instantly what I think of. Resident Evil. I've played a little bit of, well, not a little bit, quite a bit of the remake of Resident Evil 2, but I haven't played any of the original Resident Evils. That's not really my forte. I like them. I know I'm not good at them at all. They still retain like the spirit of the originals, but it's adopting elements from some of the later games, like the over-the-shoulder perspective from Resident Evil 4 and all that good stuff. You got your SOCOM. If you die like a certain number of times, I think it's 3, Campbell will show up with a, oh, you can't whack her. Take off your gun.
It's taking off, right?
Yeah.
But I got him kicking my butt too.
Snake.
You just snapped her neck. You were jamming on the button, you snapped her neck.
What happened? Snake?
Do I need to switch it back now or no?
Yeah, probably. Here. Do this as delicately as possible. There we go. Snake Eater's definitely probably my second favorite. It's probably the second best game in my opinion. My second favorite is probably 2. Just because, like, it's a lot more weird with its meta humor, but 3 is definitely the better game. I will not argue that. You're back on your rocket launcher again. Plus, the soundtrack of Snake Eater is so good. Yeah, I have Substance on the original Xbox.
Commander is waiting.
That might be something we want to do in the future, but which it's
I'm gonna switch my rations now.
Yes, go ahead. Don't switch your controller ports until the fight actually starts.
Snake.
No, don't jam on it. Don't jam on it. Yeah, just hold the button or else you'll snap her neck again. Because you had a call coming in. It was basically Campbell telling you not to kill her again.
Just keep pressing square and let her go.
Hold it.
Hold it, don't tap it?
Yeah, hold it, do not tap it. First played Metal Gear Solid 2 at the end of the game. I thought my game was... Yeah, that was a really big moment. Like the whole La Le Li Lo Lu and all that good stuff. Well, in this fight here, where it, like back in the day, if you were playing on a CRT TV and you saw that Hideo, like you might have mistaken it for video.
Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your
Not total my sense. Now you're good. Yeah, I love the way that these games just like totally toy with your like Resident Evil. They totally toy with your mind. Not Resident Evil. I'm sorry, Silent Hill.
Controller port. Plug your controller into controller port 2. If you do that, he won't be able to read your mind.
See, there you go. If you died the third time you try to do this fight, it'll tell you, hey, switch your thing to controller port 2. Then I realized the AI is broken. Yep. Yeah, especially like.
I hit him a bunch of times while I hurt him. I hit him a bunch of times and it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, it does. He's about halfway down now. You just got a really big health bar. You don't hear him saying, "Why?" You're shooting the wall there. Yeah, you got him halfway down. If you're that close, that would just punch him. But that's just me. Oh, here comes Meryl again with her Desert Eagle. There you go.
Press and square.
You are powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
It's the same mechanic as before.
Stop!
Just knock her out.
She almost did, didn't she?
Getting close.
No! It cannot be! No!
You're doing really good. I'm impressed.
Can't find him. I can't find him. you keep like just glitching up for a moment?
Using his camo. There he is.
How do I tell where
he shows up at the same few spots, I think. Mark, what's up? If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like and the share button if you don't mind.
Mark, what's up? Serial's dead.
Oh, okay. Oh, snap. Now you gotta use your fists. Oh no, you got some SOCOM left.
Yeah, but I just want to punch him. Where's he at?
There he is.
Ah!
Give me more pharma spells. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Need a hand? There we go.
Right when I was turning to shoot.
Oh, you're out.
Oh, I was hitting him right then. I have no rations left?
Nope, usually last one.
Box over there.
More SOCOM.
Should I came from around there? I'm away from the show over here. How could he hit me across from that table? I was crouched.
It's a ball of psychic energy. I don't think the couch is, or not the couch, but
Oh, I can get it from time.
takes a minute.
I was kicking him. What's the punch?
Circle.
I'm trying this one more time, then I'll let you try it. Mark, smash the like button for me.
Snake!
Stressing me out.
Dude, it's tough, especially when you don't know that you're supposed to use the second controller.
I'm beating this dude straight up by punching.
My head. Oh,
Do whatever works, man.
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake.
You might want to start with punching and then go to guns, so you have bullets when he just pops up and, you know, pops in and out like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an AK and start walking in circles.
But you gotta be very careful with your bullets. This is the one thing that I've learned with this series. Is it's not like, you know, Resident Evil level, you know, save every bullet, but it's the same concept. She's not quite that far yet, Snake. There you go.
Snake, how do you like me?
Stress me out.
What the?
Ah!
She gotcha. Got him.
About ready to punch this dude.
Useless woman.
Well, don't actually punch him,
I hope
because
that's not your only
that's
trick.
probably not a cheap TV.
You.
I might punch him.
You
Right,
doubt
oh,
my
I actually punched him on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah. That was,
Now, I will show you why I am the most...
I was been a controller too the whole time.
Dang. I didn't think you were starting with that. Bro. Yeah, even when you know the secret, it's not an easy fight. This is the kind of challenge that I like in games. That, like, there's a trick, but even the trick won't make you invincible.
How is it not hitting him when I'm hitting him like that?
You're hitting him? He's going like, ah, or why? I didn't even know you could do that. Off center his chair thing. You're getting them. Just punches take a lot longer, I think.
How can he get damaged by his own pictures?
Because it's his pictures. You'd think he would make it so that he wouldn't, you know, or you would either evade or, you know, just straight up not get hit by his pictures.
Why couldn't I read your mind?
Ow. Forgot I gotta dodge him too.
And you forgot that you gotta hold it. Or yeah, flip or two, that works. I mean, you can, but that'll take her health down.
Powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
Stop! Meryl!
Grab her.
No, it cannot be.
Now it's just me and him now, right?
Yes, sir. Now you might want to whip out the guns. He's hurting.
Punch Sting.
Yeah, definitely not the Negatal. Oh wait, hold up. Use one of your rations.
No.
Hold your R2 and hit circle. Now go to your hold it open again. And use night vision goggles. NVG up there. I think that's how you do it. Okay, maybe not. That's just gonna make everything bright. You can take them off now. Just to make everything hard to see. got him. Probably 6 more hits like that and you'll be good. I think it's infrared that makes you able to see him.
You don't have it, do it.
No. It's way back in the other building. I think. Yeah.
Get him?
Yeah, boy. Get him. Whoop that. Got him.
Colonel, your niece is going to be okay.
Thanks, Snake.
Whoever's watching that deserves a share button. I have not been playing hardly
Meryl's
as much.
brainwashing should wear off,
And
right,
we still
Naomi?
got the last boss for the night. So
But why did you go
smash
so
that
far
share
out of your
button.
way to save her?
Yeah, that
Campbell's sake,
definitely
or
deserves
maybe it's
some
because you like her?
recognition, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
want to see any woman
All
die
by
right in
himself.
front
Hadn't
of
been
me.
playing all night. He took out one of the
Since when
rougher
did anybody's
bosses of
death
the
bother
game.
you so much?
Naomi, it's true that Snake has killed a lot of people, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart.
It's okay, Colonel.
I'll let you say
She's
that.
right.
Alrighty. Let this cutscene play through. It's a bit of a long one, as they all are.
I wasn't able to read the future.
A strong man doesn't need to read the future. He makes his own.
Perhaps so, but I'll read your future.
I swear, straight up though, when Dave is wearing that the not gas mask, but the mask in the paint booth or whatever, I swear he looks straight up like Psycho Mantis. I don't know if it's just because he's bald or what, but it's, like, I don't mean that as an insult, Dave, if you're watching, but like,
Go past the communication
yeah.
towers and use the towers.
I asked him if, I told him about it. Have you played Metal Gear Solid?
Why are you
No,
telling me
I don't
this?
really have a whole lot of time for video games. Well, I look like this dude from this video game.
In my lifetime, I have read the past,
And you got that
presents, and
mask
futures
on.
of thousands upon thousands of men and women.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. That's why there is war. But you are different. You're the same as us. We have no
135
past,
followers now.
no future. We live
This
in
was
the
a very
moment.
successful stream, dude.
That's our only purpose.
Yeah, this.
Even when it crashed, we got 21 shares on the second stream after it
Humans
crashed.
weren't designed
And
to
the
bring
first
each
stream
other
had 35.
happiness. From the moment we're thrown
And then the one
into
before
this
that, we
world,
had 26.
we're fated to bring each other nothing but pain and misery.
See, I record the whole video, so now I can post the video because the video.
The first person whose
did
mind
crash.
I dove into was my father's. I saw nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart.
Look at his face.
My mother
It's all
died in
screwed
childbirth,
up.
and he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me.
Probably all scarred and stuff from.
That's when my future disappeared. I lost my past as well. When I came to,
experimentation.
the village was engulfed in flames.
Are you saying that you burned your village down to bury your past?
you have suffered the same trauma. We are truly the same, you and I. The world is a more interesting place with people like you in it. I never agreed with the boss's revolution. His dreams of world conquest do not interest me. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk. He doesn't have much time left.
Are we still recording?
I've seen true evil. You, Snake. You're just like the boss. No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad. I read her mind as well.
Meryl's?
I saw you there. You have a large place in your heart.
Which,
A
again,
large place?
she's not able to be attracted to men.
A large place. But I do not know if your futures lie together. I have a last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this. Other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die, I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world. I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future, go through that door. This is the first time I've ever used my power to help someone. It's strange. It feels kind of nice.
Let's go, Meryl.
I'm sorry.
Meryl?
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
You're right.
Never doubt yourself.
Hey,
Just let it
fellas,
make you
what's cooler
stronger.
than being
Learn
cool?
something from it.
Ice
You're
cold.
right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Because Snake is ice cold.
Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What? What's the problem now?
Oh, no, nothing. So, tell me, Snake. What's your name? Your real name?
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
Got quite a bit of health now. And now we gotta plug the controller back into one.
What you say? We're gonna shut it down.
Alright.
We'll exit talk.
So, now we go back into codec, call me ring.
The tongues of dying men enforce attention, like deep harmony. Snake, people don't normally lie with their dying breath. I think he was telling the truth. Maybe you should believe him.
Whoops. I didn't mean to use a new
Don't
save
give
slot.
up.
I can delete the other one later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this was a pretty productive stream here.
Yeah, actually, I can say that this is probably one of the most productive streams that we've done on Ivey League Gaming, so we will definitely continue to go throughout this. I'm thinking maybe we could try to do it once a week, maybe on a week, you know, every Saturday or every other Saturday, whatever his schedule is available, whatever mine becomes available. We'll try to stream this series as often as we can to get through all the Metal Gear Solid games. I'm digging it. I'm liking how much recognition it's getting for the platforms.
Yeah, and definitely go back through the video and get picked, because there's a lot of deep plot moments that are sprinkled in through the like history of the world and like stuff like that. And there are a lot of very deep
I'm gonna watch it all back. But
moments.
If there's one thing I can ask of you guys that was watching, sharing, and just being a part of the stream, if you guys can make sure to go recognize his channel. Metal Gear was actually his idea, so it wasn't my idea. So show him some recognition for, you know, since you guys like the content so much, by going and following his and subscribing to his YouTube channel. And again, his YouTube channel is, you can
RetroJshStation.
I'm gonna spell that real quick slowly.
RetroJshStation.
He is not on YouTube yet, or he is.
I'm only on YouTube.
He's only on YouTube, so that is a YouTube channel. He is not on Facebook yet. That is something that we are working on, and he will be on Facebook hopefully by spring of this year, or what we're shooting for. But he does everything from retro, I mean, as far back as you can think, to current games. You know, I like streaming with him because he's very knowledgeable about games.
I've been growing up with this console specifically since about when I was born. So my whole life is really in games, not in a professional sense, but just in a very, you know, involved sense, I guess.
But we also work together, so we do see each other, you know, pretty much every day. So we will continue to talk about how often we can meet, you know, with being as successful as it is. Like I said, I hope you guys show him the respect and go over and subscribe to his YouTube channel. But with it being as successful as it is, if his schedule allows it, we'll do it once, you know, we'll do it like every Saturday or every other Saturday, or every, you know, we'll try to do it at least once every 2 weeks minimally. But other than that, I guess that's it. You got anything you want to say?
I do think I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. I may, I don't know what exactly I want to do yet, but I'll try to upload something tomorrow just to get interest buzzing in the page and try to get the ball rolling, get used to it, since we're actually not going back to work until after the new year. So I'm not busy until then. So I'm gonna try to stream either every day or at least once between now and then. So I'll try to think of whatever I want to stream between now and then. But yeah.
And with that being said, even though it's not Facebook material, I will be sharing his videos on Ivey League Gaming's newsfeed and my personal newsfeed. And like I said, guys, just go over and show him some love, because, you know, he's got a real love for video gaming and he really enjoys it. So other than that, I guess you guys have a good night. You got anything, brother?
No, I'm good.
All right, y'all have a good one.